Alright, here we go. Today I'm going to be running you guys through what I eat in a day to maintain and build lean muscle mass at 6'4", 200 pounds. At the beginning of the year, January 1st, I weighed in at about 190 pounds. I really wasn't tracking what I was eating. I wasn't eating enough food, and I definitely felt like my body was coming down in weight, which it was. January 1st, we started to change things up. I got my Fittest pal again, and I've been tracking about 3,500 to 4,000 calories a day. So today I'm going to be taking you through a full day of eating. Stick around for the entire video. I'm going to show you some of my meal preps and some of the snacks that I use just to make sure that I can get some good quality calories in. I don't like these hair gels that I got. For all the men that are watching this, make sure to drop a good hair gel down in the comments. I've been trying to find a good one. I need a high hold. I don't really care about the shine right now. I'm trying to figure out the hold because my curls are just not cooperating. And I don't like curls that much, so we're working on it. We're working on it. I like to use a little serum on my face. It makes me feel refreshed, it smells good, and it's doing wonders for my skin. So, doing a little serum, and then I get a little under eye cream right here. I think I might link it down below. If you guys are interested in getting some face cream or some facial care, this has been a new implementation that I started doing last year, and I'm liking it, so. This is my current physique, 6'4", about 200 pounds. I think I'm about to weigh in at like 198, but pretty happy with where I'm at right now. I started off the year at 190, and I just wasn't happy with how I was looking at 190. It didn't feel good. Now that we're getting closer up to 200, I'm a lot more happy with this. My goal this year is to get up to minimum 205. The heaviest I've ever been is 205. I want to get up to possibly 215, maybe even 220. That is my goal weight for the year, and I'm on track to do it. So I set my goals. I already hit my January goal of being a minimum of 194. We well surpassed that, and we are on track to be hitting our 2024 goals. If you guys haven't set any goals, I highly recommend you do. If you're having trouble with your fitness journey just in general, make sure to go check out my website, Eric Thomas Fitness. I'll link it down below, and let's work together.
Yeah, I know we lost touch, but I'm still here. We were young, we were kids, it was something rare. I told you everything, but when it all burned down and you were left with nothing, did you question God or did you see it coming? Come on!
This is the shake that I have every morning. I start off with 2 cups of oats, which is about 600 calories, and I've done this so many times that I know how to eyeball it. 600 calories, mostly of carbohydrates. Next up, I like to do a 1.5 scoops of protein. I've tried a bunch of different proteins, and this is by far my favorite one. And then I put 5 grams of creatine monohydrate. I take this every day. And then I like to blend that up. Once that's blended to a powder, I like to add in my banana and then add in some ice. After I have my ice and banana in there, I fill up the water to about the top, which usually says to go about here, but since I have so much protein powder, you'll see once I flip this over, it's gonna drop. And then I blend that up just like that. This is why you buy a house. Nothing easy. We just tried the first grill, and the first grill is out of gas. I'm praying to God this works. Please, please. Oh no. Oh shit. I just came out here to grill up my chicken breasts, and the community grills are out of gas. So got a little bit of a hiccup. Probably gonna have to head over to my sister's to go and cook these up. But I'm gonna put the macros right here for this shake. This is meal number 1. I like to get my liquid calories in the morning just because I'm not a huge fan of eating breakfast. Usually I'm just not that hungry, and it's not my favorite meal. That's why I like to get it in a shake. It's super easy, it's about 5 minutes, and I'm able to get 2 in a day. I have 1 for breakfast and then 1 for dinner, and this gets me about 16 to 1700 extra calories on top of the rest of the food that I'm having. Always out of gas. This is why you don't live in a community. This is why you buy a house. 2024, buy a house. All right, meal number 2. Usually before I go to the gym, I like to get in chicken and rice. It allows me to get my carbs in and makes me feel really full. But since the propane tank was out of gas, I'm substituting it with chicken gyoza pot stickers. You guys can get these at Trader Joe's. They're $4 and they take less than 10 minutes to make. It's an easy meal replacement. And if you don't have time to grill up chicken or something like that, these are a last minute time saver. Like, they're saving me time today. So let's get to it. We have our pot stickers here. I just threw it into MyFitnessPal, and when you throw things into MyFitnessPal, it's not going to be exactly what you see on the nutrition label sometimes. Sometimes it's slightly off. But after putting this in, along with my coconut aminos, we're getting 116 grams of carbs in this meal, 20 grams of fat, and 33 grams of protein. I like to use organic coconut aminos. I think this is a really healthy alternative to soy sauce. I don't like to touch any products that have soy in them. That's just a personal preference. I've done a lot of research on it. The difference between coconut aminos and soy sauce, coconut aminos have a little bit more sugar and a lot less sodium. All right, so I just pulled up to the gym. I worked, All right, so I just pulled up to the gym. I'm about to walk in, but before I do, I like to take one Rice Krispie treat right before my workout. This little pre-workout snack really helps out with the pumps and makes your veins pop because it's a really sugary, fast digesting carb. So before I walk in, I like to have this, and by the time I walk out, I've definitely burnt it off. If you guys are liking this content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and then head over to my website, www.ericthomasfitness.com. I have a bunch of different training programs on there, and I also offer one-on-one personal coaching. So go check that out. Follow me on my socials. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And let's get to it. We got a big leg day. Here we go. All right, we got meal number 3 about to go down. I just finished my leg workout and I'm absolutely gassed. To be honest, I did not want to work out at all, but I showed up, I was able to put up my sets, and I'm extremely happy with my numbers. If you're not feeling like wanting to go to the gym, just show up, and I promise you, once you're there, you're not going to want to waste your time. You're going to surprise yourself, I guarantee you. So make sure you show up at the gym when you're not feeling like it, and that's where you break through your plateaus. I absolutely love this meal. This is honestly my favorite meal of the day. I love steak, and I love gnocchi. I was able to find this. This is one of the healthiest things that Trader Joe's has. A lot of their food has a lot of fat in it, especially the pre-made stuff, but this is literally just cauliflower gnocchi. Like, that's it. There's nothing else in it. Ingredients: cauliflower, flour, potato starch, extra virgin olive oil, and sea salt. There's only 5 grams of protein, there's 53 grams of carbs, and 8 grams of fat. You shouldn't be afraid of butter, especially if you're eating super clean. Those calories will add up a little bit. Usually I don't count them, but today I'm going to be throwing them in MyFitnessPal. If you guys are hitting a plateau, it's probably because you're not eating enough food. So when I was younger, I had a lot of trouble gaining weight. I still do. I'm eating about 3,500, 4,000 calories a day and barely inching up the scale. So I should probably be pushing it up a little bit. But if you're hitting a plateau, it's because your body doesn't have enough energy and it's not able to repair itself and recover. Either you're not sleeping enough, you're not getting enough water, or the main thing, you're probably not eating enough food. So this is a really good, healthy, clean, high calorie meal. I love to get this in right after the gym to replenish all my glycogen levels and get that high protein in. I do this every time. I put the wrong stovetop on. This is like the 3rd time this week I've done this. And by the way, I keep using the word hate, not a good word to use. I dislike I really dislike electric stoves. I hate them, honestly. It's so hard to cook. The amount of things that I've put on here and I've burnt because like the heat levels just aren't even. Like I feel like it stays on at all times. You like lower it and it's still just as hot as before. I absolutely hate these stoves, but we're getting cooking right now. And I gotta put the butter on this steak and throw it on here so that everything finishes at the same time. We're gonna be sizzling as soon as this goes on. When I'm cooking my steak, I like to get my pan as hot as possible. I'm gonna throw a little bit of butter on top of the steak, just like this, season with salt, pepper, and butter on top. Flip it, make sure that butter hits the pan. I like to cook that for about like 2 to 3 minutes until I see it's cooking just about, I don't know, I eyeball it. Like I've done this enough times where I know I like it medium, maybe medium rare. So I throw it on there for maybe 2 minutes and then I flip it and do that for 2 minutes as well. For the gnocchi, you throw the butter in the pan, mix these up, smash them, make sure that they're all broken up. And then you throw these in the pan with the butter. And when you cook these for 10 minutes, these will soften up. Halfway through, I like to throw in my seasoning. So salt, pepper, and rosemary. Just gonna throw that in there. Steak's going on. It's about to sizzle. We're sizzling. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, bang. All right, it's on there. We need a vent fan. Get in there. Get in there. Oh shit. All right, we're cooking. We're smoking. Smoking this place out. Give it a little flip ski. Here we go. This is definitely cooking pretty well right now. I'm gonna flip it now. I want it to be medium rare. It might be a little bit too early, but I can always cook the other side a little bit longer. I just don't want to overcook one side. Here we go. Bang. Just like that. Let him cook. We need some more butter on that puppy, for sure. It's starting to soften up right there. Never be afraid of using salt and pepper. Now a little bit of rosemary. We'll let those cook just a little more. Here we go, we're weighing our steak. I still have to chop off some fat, but I'll do that after. I'm making a mess. 11.4 ounces, 11.3 ounces, 11.2 ounces. Somehow it's getting lighter. What's going on? Dude, what's up with that? Stop. How does it get lighter like that? Is it broken? No shot. It's got to stop at some point. Now it's back up. All right, we're done here. All right, so this is what we're working with post-workout. We got our 9.8 ounces of ribeye steak along with cauliflower gnocchi. And we're gonna pop up the macros right next to it, right there. Oh man. Oh my God. That is so good. That is so good. Those cauliflower gnocchi. My mouth is watering. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. My favorite part of the meal, no doubt. And I love steak, so that's, I can't believe I'm saying that. Also, I just got texted a few years ago before COVID hit. I wanted to start importing beef from Argentina. So it had been shut down for over 19, 20 years. And when Trump was in office, he lifted the ban, allowing Argentina to start exporting their beef back into the US. And I have Argentine ties. My dad's from Argentina. I absolutely love steak, like I was saying, so that was a business idea that I had. But after running the numbers, talking with all the suppliers down there, I needed to bring in so much steak in order to get my costs down that I just didn't have the capital to do it. But somebody's reaching out to me, asking me if I was able to follow through with it. And unfortunately, I wasn't, but it's still on my list. If I'm able to get my coaching business to where I want it to, and I have the capital to do this, I'm gonna be importing beef from Argentina, and I'm gonna be sponsoring different athletes in order to promote it for me. So if you guys are interested make sure to go to my website, sign up for that newsletter. I'll be collecting emails, and if it ever does come to fruition, you'll be on the list. It's 9:45 at night and I'm at 2,900 calories so far. I'm gonna pop up the macros right here for you guys to take a look. For my daily goals, I like to make sure that my carbohydrates fall anywhere between 450 to 650 grams of carbs. For my daily fat intake, I like to have somewhere between 70 and 120 grams of fat. And for my protein intake, I like to have anywhere from 200 to 260 grams of protein. All this fluctuates day to day based on what I'm eating, but I definitely have a little bit of room today with all three of these categories. I definitely need a lot more carbs because I'm so behind. So I'm definitely gonna have my shake because I know that has over 100 grams of carbs and it has a really low fat content. That's gonna be solid for that. I also know that my shake has over 50 grams of protein. And as of right now, I'm at 165 grams of protein. So I think my shake is gonna make me hit every single goal the way I want to. That's gonna put me at about 3,700 calories on the day. I'm gonna be within all my ranges that I wanna be in, but I need 300 more calories. And from the looks of it, I think I could use a little bit more carbs and a little bit more protein just to balance out this macro diagram that I have. So that's where we're at right now. After the shake, I'll be at 3,700 calories. I'll have all my ranges exactly where I want them to be, but I still need 300 more calories just to make sure that I'm in that caloric surplus and building muscle. So I'm gonna have a banana, which is about 100 calories. These are all simple sugars, super easy for your body to break down. And then I'm gonna finish off with 2 Oikos yogurts. These yogurts have 15 grams of protein in each one. There's 0 grams of added sugar, 0 artificial sweeteners, and 0% fat. So this right here is 200 calories, 30 grams of protein, and 20 grams of carbs. This stuff tastes amazing. There's nothing bad in it, and it's all super easy for your body to digest. That puts me at 4,000 calories today, and that is gonna be it for me. I could definitely eat more if I wanted to. It's not like I'm pushing myself to the limit right now. I don't feel super full, but that's all right. I wanna be gaining weight at a very slow pace so I'm not putting on too much fat. And I'm also very adamant on my macro breakdown. So as you guys can see, every single time I'm looking at MyFitnessPal, I am looking at what ranges I'm in terms of carbs, fats, and proteins. And then I already know intuitively which foods are higher in carbs, higher in fat, and higher in protein. So I'm able to pick things out and really dial in my macros. That's gonna be the biggest takeaway for you. Personally, as an ectomorph, I wanna have a very high carb intake. Normally, my breakdown is usually 50% carbs, 20 to 30% protein, and 20 to 30% fat. Normally, I think that my fat is usually at the 20% mark, my protein's at the 30% mark, and my carbs are at the 50% mark. If you guys are having a bit of trouble tracking your macros, knowing what foods are good for you, what foods aren't, what foods cause inflammation, anything in terms of nutrition, just reach out to me and I'll help out. If you guys are interested in one-on-one personal training, make sure to head to my website, ericthomasfitness.com. You guys can learn a little bit more about me and how I've gained all my knowledge to get to where I am today. Make sure to go check that out. I'm sure you're gonna be quite impressed. You guys can also sign up for my free ebook. So I wrote a 75-page ebook. Everything that I learned throughout my 10-year fitness journey, battling with scoliosis and all my injuries, I put in that book. So it's my mindset, it's how I think, it's how I act, it's how I've gotten to work and built what I've been able to build today. So if you guys want to take your fitness to the next level, make sure to head to my website, get that free ebook, sign up for personal training, and let's get to it.